11 games unbeaten, 5 straight wins in all competitions. Today, can we keep that form going as we play the team that are currently lying in second place and the team that are lying in 14th? Hello, and it's a warm welcome to episode 12 of Going Dutch as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie. In this case, it's Waalwijk, as we try to return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you 2 games. We play Excelsior for the second time in 2 games, having knocked them out of the Dutch Cup in the semi-final stage after extra time. A huge turnaround in that game, and we are looking for better today. And then we face Helmond Sport in match day 29 here in the KKD, the Keukenkampioen Divisie, the second division of the Dutch league, and we'll be looking to open that gap. And of course, if we can beat Excelsior in the first game of the episode, we will of course open a larger gap at the top of that table. More about that in a moment, but don't forget, if you do enjoy today's video, today's series, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with everything that's going on this channel, especially as we fast approach FM 25, then the best thing to do is to follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Well, we've done absolutely nothing since you were last here. We haven't played any games. Last time out, of course, we 4-2 win against Groningen. Pollock, Lobinger and Margray scorers in that one. And then we played Excelsior in the Dutch Cup semi-final. I think we were 2 goals, if my memory serves me right, and I've slept since then. Yeah, we were 2 goals down after 24, but Matty Pollock started the turnaround on 68, and then right on time, O'Killy got us back level, managed to take it to extra time, and it was Chris Lockkeys who got us the winner after 120 minutes. And as I said, we'll be looking, well, say a similar result. We'll be looking for a result against Excelsior today, because it does mean something completely different today. Not only last time out, of course, we got through to the final of the Dutch Cup, but today it does mean that we will, or should, open up a bit of a gap, certainly between us and Excelsior, which would be rather good. The gap at the moment, 5 points, but if we could win today, we should open up a gap against Groningen, because Groningen, I realise, have played a game more than us. And our game in hand technically is the Excelsior game, except because there's seems to be a pretty much full program today. Having said that, we must be playing on Saturday. We are playing on Saturday, and I've just realised all the Friday games played, which is why. So not only that, we would open the gap to Groningen to 13 points if we win today. So I wasn't paying attention there, was I? Yeah, games already been played, and the games that stand out for me are Graafschap have beaten Emmen 4-3. Groningen have lost to ADO Den Haag. Hence why that gap could get even bigger if we are to win today. Helmond Sport 1, Eindhoven 1, Willem II 6, Maastricht 2. A big score there. Breda not making any ground. A 0-0 draw for them. Den Bosch 2-1 winners against Topos, and Venlo beating Telstar, who are still stuck on the bottom. So that is how it is. Of course, ourselves and Willem II have guaranteed ourselves playoff places. So the other 2 playoff places technically are up for grabs, albeit 3 are up for grabs, whilst we are in one of the first 2 slots. So that's how it works out here in the Dutch league. And down at the bottom, Topos on 24, Eindhoven on 19, Telstar on the bottom on 18 points. down in 20th place. So I don't think there's a great deal else to tell you. Of course, last time out we did have the rug pulled from under us as players started to return to their clubs. They were withdrawn to loanees, and go back and find out who they were in a moment. If I remember rightly, we've lost Borhout. He's gone back to Ajax. I don't think. We're just going to try, just because, loan offer. Should be tested a different environment, and not. We prefer not to loan the player to Waalwijk for now. So that's not going to happen at all. And I can't remember who the other one was now. Sam Shepperman, of course it was. He's gone back to Hercules Emelo, and I'm betting if I do the same again here, loan offer, reluctant to let him leave on loan, or would reconsider if and there's not much we can do about it because we are outside the transfer window in this particular save, so we are done for. But we sort of made a good fist, certainly in the last 3 games, and I'd like to see it continue against Excelsior if we can today. Let's go and see if we can then, and let's have a look at the team that will face Excelsior in this top of the table clash at the Van Donge and de Roo Stadion. Here is the team that faces Excelsior in this Keukenkampioen Divisie match day 28. And the one thing we didn't look at is past history against Excelsior. I will check that out in just a moment for you, and we'll go through the team first, though. Vizcarra, Conglu, Van der Beek, Lemure, Latonda and Leveld play as the complete wing-backs, Varro and Shrivers between them. Listes and Lekessa, who came on and did very well on that right-hand side, gets a start on the right. Min is in attack today. I'm not sure if that's a good move or not. Of course, we have got Barhout, who has gone. I'm tempted to play Temeshnikov in there, or do we play Lobinger? Lobinger probably is the first choice in there. So Lobinger is in as the attack, and then on the bench we have Vasson, Gari, Margray, Temeshnikov, Vatters, Okili, Min, Rekic, Salmani, Huwen, Pollock, and Chika. Very quickly, here are our past meetings against them. We've played them 4 times. This series, 3 times at home, 1 time away. We've won the 3 games at home, including the Dutch Cup semi-final, but lost the 1 occasion that we've played them at their place. A 3-0 loss on that occasion. Parrott, Udanaz, Sanchez Fernandez, the score on that one. We did have Demboj sent off after 29 minutes, which probably didn't help our cause at all. And here we are. Excelsior lost 1 of their last 5. That game against us, of course, playing a 4-2-3-1 today. And we play our usual formation. As I said, we have won the last 5 games on the trot. We currently top on 60 points. Excelsior second on 55. They close the gap if they win today. If we win, we open the gap. Nine minutes on the clock. Excelsior goalkeeper with a ball forward. Lobinger's called. That was lucky. Lobinger sort of got that. He's tackled. Leveld through to Dan Bosch. Varro. Kongaloo. Kongaloo comes forward. Not quite into their half. Van der Beek. Kongaloo. Shrivers, but it didn't get through to Shrivers. Oh dear, but cut out by Leveld. Well done. Lemuri, well defended. Van der Beek, Shrivers out to Leveld. Leveld now in attacking mode. Leveld just needs to get this ball in. Lekessa, Varro Varro has Latonda outside him. Inside to Listes. Listes has a shot and it's gone over. 18 minutes on the clock. It's gone out wide to Latonda. Varro. Oh, and Varro, very casual, gave that away, but they have as well. And the referee in the way, Leveld's all the way back to Viscara and Van der Bosch. Lemuri. Shrivers. Van der Bosch. Very patient build up here. Varro. Verono comes forward. It's got out wide to Latonda. Latonda, all he needs to do is cross this into the 6-yard box and we should be all right. It's deep, looking for Lakessa, and it was coming down. I thought the goalkeeper pushed that over. And as halftime arrives, they were looking to exploit our tiredness and that towards the end of that first half. 6 shots, 2 on target, 0.30, 56% of the possession. They've had 1 shot. It's been on target. 0.02 on 44% of the possession. It's all square, and that was the one scenario in talking about it before the game we hadn't really explored. I guess if it stays as it is and it is a draw at the end of the game, then it stays the same at the top of the table. 46 minutes on the clock. We've given the ball away, and I give them a really bad team talk at half time, and they all lost spirit, and I'm hoping it's not going to bite us in the bottom, but I have a distinct feeling it will do, because that's how Football Manager works. And trying to cut that out and didn't, and here we go. Oh, just wide. They have a free kick. Traore, who caused all sorts of problems for us in the first game against them, and that ball pumped upfield. Prairie. So we try and look. Oh, well, Listes gets in the way. Listes wins that ball. And can we get them on the counter? Held it up. Latonda. Latonda through to Listes. Listes now across it into the area. Lobinger! 10th goal of the season. And we do take the lead on 55 minutes. And exactly what we've been looking to do. And up until now, not found a way of doing it. Latonda and Listes. Listes won that ball. Started this. And that was perfect for Lobinger, who curled it past Van Gessel. Seymour with a throw in, with a free kick on 58 minutes. Seymour. Seetoff. Through, and that's crossed deep. Oh, Traore couldn't get it down. It's a good chance for them. But luckily Traore wasn't. Viscara with a free kick. Latonda through to Listes. Varro back to Latonda. Latonda on this wing. Through to Listes. Listes lost the ball. Latonda didn't though. And Lakessa has a shot. It's blocked. Shrivers heads it. But Van Gassel will get that. Highlight is continuing, and Latonda is tired. We will look to make changes shortly. That ball headed on. Lobinger wasn't going to get there. Varro brings it down, though. Listes, Shrivers. Shrivers goes out wide to Leveld. Leveld comes forward, just needs to cross this in. He pulls it back for Lakessa. It's gone in. And Lakessa gets his 2nd goal of the season. 2 goals in 2 games. And maybe he's the player on that right to get the starts. And Leveld, well worked. 2 up against Excelsior. Oh, and it bobbled around there. Fell lovely for Lakessa. And we're not quite 65 minutes on the clock. We're making 2 changes. Both players are tired after their exertions and extra time against Excelsior in the first game. Thierry Latonda, he's had a good game today. Unfortunately, we've had to take him off. Luke Vatters replaces him. And Jur Shrivers has come off in midfield, replaced by Yassin Oakley. 71 minutes on the clock. A throw in on that far side. defended reasonably well. But this ball over the top, Fernandez is in. And Fernandez puts it away. His second goal of the season. They've got one back on 72. And that 2-goal cushion not looking that splendid now. Fernandez was in and nobody shut him down. A highlight from the restart. Lobinger to Vatas. Listes to Latkessa. Scorer of that second goal, Lavelde. Cross it in. Listes is going to put it away. 10th goal of the season. But he's offside. Long decision there. Listes was offside. We'd have got back on level terms. I'll question it. They have a corner. 74 on the clock. Fernandez to take the corner. Danger man is on. And that's headed away, but not convincingly again. Oh, and Shaheri has just come on and he scores. And they are back level on 75 minutes. Dearie me. Akimoto. Seymour swung in, come back off the post, and Sheary was first to it. Question of offside. And with 76 minutes on the clock, making two more changes, we have taken off Kirsten Listes. Again, Tarin, all suffering from this hangover from the other day. We've replaced him with Rashnel Malgray. And the other change that we've made is to the front. Lobinger, again, tired. He's come off and he's replaced by Termeshnikov. Lakessa comes forward with this ball. Lakessa. Lavelde through to Lakessa. Lakessa has a shot. Goalkeeper saves it. Oakley. Lakessa. Back to Lavelde. Lakessa. Oakley. Ooh. And with nearly 84 minutes on the clock, making our final change, we have taken off Kongaloo, who is also suffering from tiredness. And we have brought on Matty Pollock, who's gone into the middle of that defence. And Van der Boij has moved out to the left. The scenario we hadn't accounted for at the start of the episode has come to fruition. It's a 2-2 draw, and we capitulated in 3 minutes in that second half after having a very good lead. Lobinger after 55, Lakessa after 64, and they came to roost in the end, but they are a good side, which is why they are in second place in the league, of course. 16 shots, 7 on target, 2.32, 53% of the possession. I would probably say if we'd put more of those chances away, we should have won that match without any shadow of a doubt. And they had 9 shots, 3 on target, 1.59 and 47% of the possession. It's all square then to the Van Donge de Rue Stadion in Rotterdam. And therefore, the top of the table will stay as it was. 5-point gap between us and Excelsior. But we do now have 11 points clear on the team that were just below us. And I'm trying to think. I think it was Groningen, wasn't it? Before we look at the score. Well, the only score today, really. The other games played on Friday. I think we both played because of the Dutch Cup. But I didn't tell you that Patrick Varro picked up player of the match, 2 key passes, 1 assist. He had a player of the match, an 8.2 on the day. But that man, Al-Shashiri, the one that caused us all sorts of problems there. But the table looks like this after that round of matches. As I said, we're 11 points clear of Groningen in third place, who are on 50 points. Then we are top on 61. Excelsior second on 56. Breda are 5th on 48. Graafschap are 6th on 46. Willem the 2nd are 7th on 46. And FC Emmen are 8th on 45. I think we have concluded the period. So let's just go and have a look at the table. We have completed the period, and we'll see who's got a playoff place. Why can't I see that? It should be in here. Looking at the wrong bit mark. Period. Third period. 9 games played, and Excelsior, by that draw, have got themselves a top spot from the third quarter of the season and have got themselves, guaranteed themselves a playoff place along with ourselves and Willem the 2nd. And of course, if Excelsior get promoted, automatically it will drop down to one of the others who are in position. But after the third quarter, that is how it stands. Look at the table. And as I said, if there's still 2 places effectively, was it 3 places up for grabs? So Groningen, Breda, Graafschap and Emmen are the ones that are in the pole positions for those at the moment. So that's how it is. We have 6 days, I think it is, down to the next. Let's get on the right screen. Yeah, 6 days down to our next game against Helmond Sport. A game at home, and well, their form a bit iffy at the moment. Currently in 14th place in the league. If we have a quick look, we can check to see what their recent form is. Helmond Sport, drawn 3, lost 2. That doesn't mean a thing, and they just slightly come and bite us on the bottom. Anyway, we'll come back just ahead of that, of any news ahead of the game against Helmond Sport. So here we are on match day, back at the Mandermakers. Nothing really to report. We have played Helmond Sport just once so far in this series, a 1-0 win against them in the league earlier in the season at their place. Temezhnikov getting a goal 3 minutes into injury time at the end of the game. Clearly a very tight affair. And will it be the same today? Let's go and find out. Here is the team that faces Helmond Sport in this Keukenkampioen Divisie match day 29 as we head down towards the end of the season. And this is the team that we are putting out against them today. I want to switch to the home version. Vizcara is in goal. Kongaloo, Pollock and Rekic are defensive line. Vatters and Gari are wide, complete wing backs. Gari is playing on the right, mainly because we have a suspension to Leveld, who's picked up 5 yellow cards after the last match, so he's going to miss the next game. Gari coming in his place. Van der Boij and Oakley playing in midfield. Listes and Lakessa playing as the wide players behind Lobinger, who seems to have made that his own at the moment up front. And then on the bench, Vassan, Obegi, Latonda Lemuri, who is injured, but we use him if we really, really need to. Margray, Shrivers, Min, Temezhnikov, Harmazi, Simmons, Varro, and Chika. Here we are back at the Mandermakers. Drawn that last match, of course, which cleared our Greens. They are playing a 4-3-3, drawn 3, lost 2 of their last 5. We are first on 61. They are 14th on 33. That's with a corner. 3 minutes on the clock. Lakessa picks the ball up out wide. He's got that forward to Vatters. Vatters back to Lakessa. Tries to get it in. It's defended well, but only as far as Gary. Gary, what was he doing? Vatters on that far side now. 9 minutes on the clock. Van der Boij. Back to Van der Boij. Vatters suddenly got that ball out under their feet. Oakley to Congolo. Vatters. Vatters nearly demolishes the referee. Pollock. Rekic. Rekic out to Gary. Gary into the area. And how Lobinger missed that, I'm not so sure. We'll see. How did he miss it? Deary me. Gary, lovely ball in. And Lobinger, you'd have had to sweep that. And somehow poked it past the post. Congolou heads that down to O'Killy. Lakessa over the top to Lobinger. Lobinger run out of space, basically. He's held this ball up nicely, though. Oakley has a second bite of the cherry. He's come back off the crossbar, I think. Gary comes infield, tidies up. Van der Boij through to Vatters. It's still alive. Vatters needs to get this in. It's blocked. Van der Boij cross it in. Oakley heads it over the top. Lobinger run out of space, basically. Cross it back in. Oakley is sort of fouled. Goalkeeper saved that. I didn't realise he got a hand to it, kept it out. 36 on clock. Van Hove to Ostuk. Dams. Van der Hove. Van der Hove. Don't let him cross this ball in. Pulled it back. Ostrek. Fernandez. Fernandez creates a space for himself and puts it past Vizcarra. And we go a goal behind on 37. And the story of our recent past just don't seem to be able to... 38 on the clock. Van der Steen with a goal kick. Oh, it's headed on and Kiers is in space now. Oh, Vizcarra blocking it. It looked like a certain 2-0, but Vizcarra saved it. It's gone for a corner on that far side. Bottos is headed. Rekic heads it away. Ostuk. He's out there. And it's gone out. This ball long. It was headed on. Kiers and well blocked by Vizcarra. Batters with a corner. It's a deep one. Back post. It's gone in. And Terence Congolo gets his first goal of the season. What a time to score it. Right on half time. 44 minutes on the clock. Congolo getting up. And it was a bullet header. In fact, it wasn't. It was headed in. And Congolo put his boot out and put it in the back of the net. Pollock, I think. Yeah, I was about to say Pollock, I think, got his head to that and put the head on it. Just not been... I mean, we've had 9 shots. We've only got 2 of them on target. 1.32 and 48% of the possession. They've had 4 shots, 3 of which have been on target. Was that ruled out? It was ruled out. I thought we'd equalised. Must have been offside. Well, I'll be dashed. So, still a goal behind then at half-time. They've had 4 shots, 3 on target, 0.61, 52% of the possession. Yikes. Listes with a free kick, 52 on the clock. It's gone over the top, though. Batters with a corner, swung deep. Back post, but Van der Steen comes out and collects. He's been a bit of a thorn in our side today. Drops that ball, fires it long, but it's long, and nobody there. Pollock will bring it down. Need to launch an attack here. Pollock, Rekic. Rekic to Gary. Gary loses the ball. Oh, we're missing Lavelde out there today. That is for sure. And Latonda, possibly. Fernandez has the ball. It's through to Bottos. And Bottos had to be offside. He is offside. Won't count. It's offside. And with 64 minutes on the clock, we're making 3 changes, possibly. Lobinger has come off up front, not having a good day. David Min replaces him. O'Killy is off in midfield. He's replaced by Jur Shrivers. And the final change that we're making for the moment, Luke Vatters, also not having a good day. He's replaced by Latonda. We have a free kick. Listes, 17 minutes. Latonda, he's come on. Super sub. 3rd goal of the season. Rule that one out, referee, if you will. And Latonda comes on. And we are back level. Listes, a well-worked free kick. Hit first time by Latonda. And pops it away. 72 on the clock. Listes to Van der Beij. Listes crosses deep. Looking for Latonda again, I think. Shrivers. Oh. And we're nearly 79 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes. Rachnel Malgré comes on the right-hand side for Lekessa, who's picked up a little bit of a knock. And, well, hopefully he will be all right. And then we've replaced Van der Beij in midfield. He's had a good game. We've replaced him with Patrick Varro. Van der Steen with a goal kick. 81 minutes on the clock. It's headed back along, chipped over the top, and why? Oh, Congolou did get there. I was thinking, why wasn't he covering it? But he did. Viscara, Congolou to Varro. Varro, tackled, but Margrave comes away with it. Who was that in midfield that got tackled? It was Min. Listes looking for Shrivers, didn't find him, and they come on a counter. And we got to be careful. We don't want to lose this. Tempted to switch it back off. 82 minutes. Was looking for the win, but that's cut out by Rekic. Varro. Oh, and he's off. He's pulled Shrivers down. It's a red card. Ostrich. 94 on the clock. Gari with a throw into Shrivers. Margrave. Back to Gari. Gari needs to get this ball in. Gari finds Shrivers. Shrivers to Margrave. Rekic. Gare. Oh, and he's given the ball away. Oh, dear. Headed down, though, by Pollock to Varro. Listes still alive. Latonda is out wide here. Latonda. Listes into the area. Shrivers misses the target. Oh, dear. And a chance that probably would have won us the match. Gone begging. Latonda. Listes. Oh, dearie me. And it's all over. It's a 1-1 draw. And, well, at least it's a draw, I suppose. That's the way to look at it. Fernandez, the scorer after 37. And it took us until 71 minutes. Thierry Latonda coming on as a second half substitute. Super sub. And 71, he's got a player of the match as well. 1 key pass and a goal. 8.0. And that's what you want. It's people off the bench to influence the game, but it's a shame that we weren't driving the game in the first half from the players that we had on the pitch. 22 shots, 5 on target, 2.74 and 53% of the possession. They had 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.66 and 47% of the possession. And these are the results from the rest of the day's games. Excelsior played Den Haag on Sunday. So they've got a couple of days. So they've got a game in hand over us in second place there. So they could close that gap down to just 3 points by my reckoning if they were to win today. So at the moment, it's 6 points and 9 points to FC Groningen in third place. Maastricht losing 2-1 to Ajax. Graafschap beating Young AZ 2-1. Dordrecht beating Den Bosch by 2-1. Venlo beating Eindhoven 2-0. Emmen and Young Utrecht playing a 0-0 draw. Breda 3, Topos 2. 1-1 draw, of course, against Helmond Sport. And our form is still not losing, but going a little bit unsteady. Telstar get a win against Young PSV, their 5th win of the season, only their 5th win of the season. They are on equal points now to FC Eindhoven in 19th. Topos 3 points above both of those in 18th on 24, and then a further 4 points above them are young PSV and FC Dordrecht in 16th and 17th respectively. FC Groningen beating Willem II 4-2 today, and that is how the day has gone. Say the top of the table, we are 6 points clear of Excelsior. Having said that, they do have a game in hand. Groningen are third on 53. Young Ajax and Breda are fourth and fifth on 51. The Young Ajax have a significant goal difference advantage. Graafschap are in sixth on 49. Willem II are seventh on 46. FC Emmen are eighth on 46, and then come Den Haag just outside at the playoff places on 42. That is how it stands going into or at the end of today's episode. 2 draws, which is a bit disappointing, especially after our run of 5 straight wins. We need to snap out of this quick. We're going to be playing Venlo and PSV offline. We're going to come back for Topos, currently in 18th place, and Dordrecht in 17th place. Banana skins, if ever I did see. And then we're going to come straight back for FC Emmen and Graafschap. As we approach the end of the season, I'm thinking that one of those may just, if we can get the results up here, may just secure us a promotion, and we don't want to miss that. And then we'll see where that leaves us. If we're likely to get that promotion against Young Utrecht, we will come back for that game. Possibly 3 games. We'll have to be very, very tight to get those 3 games in, but it may well be our final episode of this season. Is Utrecht, Den Bosch and Breda. Of course, the premise of this save is to get them back up into the Eredivisie and secure a mid-table finish next season. Can we do it? We've got to get them up first. That's the first task, of course. So, Venlo and PSV offline, coming back for Topos and FC Dordrecht, an away and a home game. Join me for that next time round. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, then leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. New episodes of Going Dutch released every Monday and Thursday, 4:15 p.m. Best way of keeping up to date with all that's happening, and you will want to, because FM25 is just around the corner, is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 13. It's out on Monday. Don't forget my other series tomorrow at 4:15. And also look out for another shirt unpacking video coming very soon. Till then, bye-bye.